here's the end of Highway 99, the north end. So now we'll get back into a little bit more traffic. Okay, so we're now heading north on Highway 97. So for those of you that don't live around this part of the country, Highway 97 is a provincial highway, and it's the longest continuous numbered highway in BC. It runs north-south from the US border up to the Yukon. It's 2,081 kilometers long. So if you were able to drive 100 kilometers an hour, let's say 60 miles an hour, for 21 hours straight without stopping for anything, you'd get from the south end to the north end of the province. And the thing I actually learned about that, it's the longest provincial highway in all the provinces in Canada. Now, the Trans-Canada Highway is a different story. That's a continuous numbered highway also, but it's a federal highway. Now, Highway 97 is a continuation of US 97 that runs through Washington State. That road runs from Oregon to the US-Canada border, and it's 581 kilometers, I think it is. Anyhow, it's just another random fact. So now we're on our way up to 100 Mile House. This road is a little bit busier, and then once I get to 100 Mile House, I'll head east towards Littleford. Cheers. We'll see you when we turn. Well, here we are at 70 Mile House. Another one of those towns, don't blink or you'll miss it. Well, here we are. We're just running into the town of 100 Mile House. Boy, the gas is cheaper up here than it is at home. There we go. There it is, Rob. So Rob from Dead Knot sent me a note recommending a few things to see through BC. Thanks, Rob. So I took that note and took a few suggestions, so I found one of them here. And this one's in 100 Mile House, and this is the world's largest set of skis. Right behind me here. So when I came up and I read the plaque about it, it is a community project for 100 Mile House in recognition of the South Caribou's stature as cross-country skiing center of Western Canada. And these skis were actually dedicated by Rick Hansen back on April 7th of 1987 during his historic Man in Motion World Tour. So as you probably noticed on this road, there's been like this town of 100 Mile House and 70 Mile House and 59 Mile. And here's a little plaque that explains what it's all about. And here's the marker for 100 Mile House. And what it was is during the 1860s gold rush to the Barkerville area, roadhouses offered a wayside resting place for prospectors and pioneers. So all the way from Lillooet, that was the start of the Caribou Wagon Road. And this is 100 miles from there. So originally this stop was a roadhouse. There, that's where these names came from. descent from McDonald's Summit, the highest part of the pass there between 100 Mile House and Little Fort, and it was cold up there. It was 10 degrees up at the summit, and it's 17 at the bottom of the hill. This is much better. Okay, so a little change in plans. I was gonna stay around the Little Fort area, but really there's not much there anymore. There was a few little neat stores and whatnot, but most of it's closed down right now. The only thing that was busy was the gas station, and I couldn't find a campground anywhere. So I decided I'm going to head a little bit south towards the next place that I want to go to tomorrow. So I'm going to head south and find a little warmer weather that's good for camping. And I'm not sure where we're going to end up yet, but I'll know when we get there. So right now I'm heading south on Highway 5, the Yellowhead Trail. Well, I made it. There's the end of the day. So I'm at a place called Monte Lake, just south and east of Kamloops, and I got my camp spot for the night. And this time I actually paid for camping. I went to an actual campground this time. So there's my spot for tonight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out the map and show you what kind of crazy loopy day I did for riding around. I haven't done that for a couple days, so I'll just bring it out. Okay, here's this crazy old school map here. So a few days ago, I was there just outside of Merritt. So that day, I backtracked and I went up this road, 97C, all the way up to Ashcroft. And then from there, I went down to Spence's Bridge, down to Linton, and then up Highway 12 to Lillooet. And then I stayed there. Now today, as I went on Highway 99 all the way across here until I got to 97. 97 I took all the way up to 70 Mile House, up to 100 Mile House. And then I took this Horse Lake Road, Highway 24, all the way over there to Little Fort. Then from Little Fort I came all the way down back to Kamloops. From Kamloops I cut over here and down to Monte Lake. So that's the kind of crazy loopy day I did today. So there we are. There's our travels so far this week. And tomorrow the idea is I'm going to come down here to Kelowna. There, that was the camper operator who just came by to give me some ice. Wasn't that awful nice of him? Anyhow, that's the plan for tomorrow, to get to Kelowna and look at a few things there. Just like every other day, we'll see what actually happens tomorrow. So now it's time to set up camp. Got some firewood for the night here, and time to relax. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. These last couple ones have been a little bit different, but it's all good. Feel free to comment. I love getting the comments, and I usually try and reply to all of them. And we'll see you on the next video.